Now, in a landmark judgment, the Supreme Court of India has ruled that the country's constitution ensures that privacy is a fundamental right for every citizen. The ruling has serious implications for the Indian government's identity card system. More than 1 billion people are enrolled in the Indian government's biometric database. It's the world's largest collection of personal data. Well, Sanjoy Majumdar joins us now from Delhi. Welcome to you, Sanjoy. So what is it going to mean for the ID card system? Is it to be scrapped now?
Well, it's a very significant ruling. It was a ruling which was passed by 9 judges of the Supreme Court. That's very rare and gives you a sense immediately of how sensitive an issue this is. Now, the UID system, which is known here in India as Aadhaar, is basically a system, as you mentioned, has over 1 billion people on its database and has biometric data. And what the government had argued was that the privacy was not something that was fundamentally guaranteed by the Constitution. It wasn't an absolute right. And they had argued that a citizen did not have complete control over their bodies and therefore could not refuse to give their biometric scans, their iris scans or their fingerprints to the government. The court has now, of course, determined that this is a fundamental right, and the implications are massive because the number of services, essential services, which the government had insisted an Aadhaar card was mandatory for, includes things such as opening a bank account, filing your tax returns, even accessing welfare benefits. And therefore, it's going to be very interesting to see how the government approaches this. A separate court is going to go into some detail to see what the implications specifically are for the ID system. But I think it's fair to say that there are a lot of question marks now over that entire system.
Yeah, and Sanjay, surely questions about the whole system in the first place and how much it must have cost. Just looking at pictures there of people going through the process, 1 billion people have done that. Questions for the government about whether this was a wasted exercise and wasted money.
Well, the government always argued that for a country like India, as big as India with so many people, it was very important to have a transparent system. And the reason they came up with this in the first place was to make sure that, the benefits, particularly welfare benefits, reach the right people, that the government was able to have a database where every single citizen of this country would be recorded. And that's fundamentally what this ruling has questioned, because many people believed, certainly the petitioners who argued before the Supreme Court believed that this infringed on your right to privacy, because all your personal information was now on a government database. There were questions over data security, and there were questions on how this information could be used, whether the government had the right to know everything about an individual, from their spending habits to how much money they had in their accounts and so on. It's interesting also because many people are looking at this decision as having implications for a number of other laws, such as a law which criminalizes homosexuality, even an issue such as marital rape.
Okay, Sanjoy Majumdar in Delhi for now. Thank you.